on our way to another car show. So we've been very busy the last couple of days, just sorting out a few issues and that. Had a lot of problems with the fuel pump. So we've got a new addition over there. We've put an electric pump because the old lift pump, or rather confusingly what they call an AC pump in Thailand, the old lift fuel pump is too tired, and you can get Chinese ones, but apparently they don't last long. So, and there's no rebuild kits in Thailand. So for now, until I can get a rebuild kit in the UK, we've gone with the electronic pump, which we had some faff with. The first one we put on didn't work, and then we also had a problem with the filter. So you'll notice there's no filter there, and that's because I've relocated the filter to near the fuel tank to keep that working. So yeah, and also we've replaced all the brake lines because they were quite old, and that seems to have sorted out all the problems with the brakes. Another car show, really enjoyed the last one. So this one's during the day. This is cars and coffee. So let's see how we get on. Millie's gone for coffee. I think there'll be coffee there, but just in case, we'll have some extra. So yeah, there she is, ready for the show. In convoy now, met her with Bon and Dee out, so we're on our way. It's just us guys so far, and then maybe some of the others will join in a bit. It is early this morning, 7 o'clock the show was meant to start, but it's yeah, 8 o'clock for us. Where's Bon going? It's got a red indicator on there. The car meet we were heading to was Chiang Mai Cars and Coffee, held at Nim City. This event should be a little quieter than the Cars and Whiskey that we went to back in November, especially with the 7 AM start time. This would be the first car show that I've ever entered, not just in the Datsun, but in any of my cars back in the UK. So I was very excited.
We all bleed the same song. We all bleed the same song.
Now I could stand back and look at my own car all day, but I could see on the way in that there were some very cool cars here, so it was time to have a look around. Also, I've been thinking about getting a second car here, so it'd be nice to see what my options are. Parked straight across from me was a Daihatsu Mira pickup truck. These are cool. They were only sold in Thailand, so you're not going to see them anywhere else, with earlier ones having a 500cc engine and later ones an 800cc engine. These start at around 60,000 baht, although a mint one like this would probably cost quite a bit more. While I'm not going to rule out getting one in the future, I fancy something a little bigger than the Datsun, not smaller. As usual for a Thai car show, there is a lot of Honda Civics. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I really like Civics, and they have quite the following over here in Thailand. You don't see many Type Rs though, unlike the UK where there's a lot. The reason for this I only just found out. Type Rs are mostly produced not in Japan, but actually in the UK, and so the high import taxes for European cars in Thailand mean that they are very rare here. But sedans are much more common, as well as wide body kits. And cars running crazy camber.
A more likely purchase for me though would probably be a Honda Jazz. These would make a great little run around, and is something that Millie could drive too. Another car that would be a good option would be an old BMW, like this 2002. I'm a big fan of these, but it's a little bit above my budget. A better choice for me would be an E30, which are very common in Thailand. The 4-door versions of these are very cheap out here. Many do have small engines, but that just means a 1JZ or 2JZ swap is on the cards, which, as I've mentioned in previous videos, are very cheap to do out here. There wasn't as many VWs here as I expected, but I recognise this very tidy Type 4 from the last show. I'd be curious to know how well all these air-cooled engines do in Thailand. There's a lot of old VWs around, and it can get very hot. Perhaps many have engine swaps, like this Peugeot 309. A very rare car for Thailand that got a lot of attention. There were even some Jeep XJs at the show. I think I might have got the off-road bug when I went off-roading a few weeks ago with Finn in his XJ. It was a lot of fun, and owning a 4-wheel drive vehicle does make a lot of sense in northern Thailand, and I've seen firsthand how capable these cars can be. I think though, if I got a 4x4, there's another one that I really like that is common in Thailand, and there was one at the show, the Toyota Hilux. This ticks all my boxes. It would not only be reliable, but it could take me anywhere, and I could go on some awesome road trips. The only small issues I could see is it might not be so easy for Millie to drive, and they were expensive as well, but I'm sure I could get around those. Looks like I've got some thinking to do anyway. So there we have it, another Thai car show. It was great to be able to finally represent Retro North, and to stand by my Datsun brothers and show off these awesome cars.